I hope you're not afraid of Jesus Christ. Our main relationship to him is one who loves us, comforts us, helps us, heals us, forgives us. He's compassionate. He feels what we feel, and so on. And so this moment in his life is strikingly different. And so you have to say, why would he get so angry? Well, it was because he didn't want religion to be a marketplace. He didn't want people in religion to be making money off the backs of the poor. And so I never, in all the Gospels, I never saw him act like that. I think for you and me, sometimes we have tempers, don't we? And I think there is a time, not everybody agrees, when it's okay to be angry. You know, it shows some passion, some kind of guts that we have about some cause in our life. But going around being an angry person is certainly not what we're talking about. And so our Lord was, if anything, extremely courageous, because he knew that by doing this, he wasn't going to make any friends. As a speaker, sometimes I am surprised at how cowardly I am, afraid to say what ought to be said because he says to say it whether the people like it or not. And so to be a preacher, you know, like Christ, is to be very courageous. So he did get put to death right after that, you know, and it was for moments like this that they decided, crucify him, you know, on Good Friday when we hear those awful, awful words. So our Lord did not want people to do that. In the Catholic Church, we have our terrible times when the church was selling indulgences. That, of course, is what provoked, finally, Luther to leave the church and begin what we know as Lutheranism today. And because you can't buy heaven, and that's just an awful thing to say, you know, we'll buy heaven. In our own times, I won't recite them, but there have been many other people in religion and religions that exploit the people in order to make money for themselves. So you pray that all of us who do this work do it for the right reason. Now, the second big point, and I labored over this all week, is that we have a new president-elect of the United States of America, Barack Obama. Not everybody voted the same way. We're Americans, and we're free to vote the way we think we should. And so, however you voted, that was entirely up to you and your understanding of who should have that job. Anyway, we can just say a couple of things. It's a great step forward for human rights. You know that. When the president-elect said there are neither red states nor blue states, but United States, I think that is close to what Christ was saying at the Last Supper, which of course is what we're doing here. The Last Supper again, he prayed that everybody would be one. Everybody's different and unique. There's nobody like you. But that we would all work together for common causes and for the glory of God and the good of mankind. So I do hope that we've made some advances, that there is not a black race or a white race or a yellow race or a red race or a brown race. There is but one race, the human race, under God our Father. The election was centered very much about the economy. And when this is on the minds of so many people, I was really happy this week when someone sent me these paragraphs that I'm now going to read to you. After the other masses, a lot of people said they'd like a copy of it. I hope you find it uplifting and consoling and centering. Our world is much, much too concerned about this world and about temples like this instead of the temples that we are. And so money is not everything. So I hope you'll find this happy and consoling and inspiring and practical. So here it is. We need to realize that the economy is not some abstract entity separate from us. The economy is us. You and I are the economy. I'm going to win this. I'm sure that baby is Republican. Now let's get back here. Our thoughts, behaviors, actions, and mood collectively create our economy. Government can try to manipulate our actions through tax plans, regulations, incentives, but in a nutshell, we are the economy. Our collective mood, productivity, innovation, positive energy, and execution determines whether the economy is thriving or in a recession. Paying our mortgage helps the economy. Working hard helps the economy. Starting a business helps the economy. Making a product the world needs helps the economy. Replacing our psychology of fear with a psychology of trust helps the economy. I repeat, replacing our psychology of fear with a psychology of trust helps the economy. But how can I trust anything, you might ask, when everything I've trusted in is falling apart? My answer is that we've put our trust and our faith in the wrong things. Our government, media, financial institutions, and our own actions have shown us that a house built on a foundation of greed cannot stand. The cracks have been exposed, and it's a wake-up call to all of us. Charles West said, "We turn to God for help when our foundations are shaking, only to learn that it is God who is shaking them." Our foundations are shaking for a reason. We are meant to realize that security is an illusion. There's no power in having a big bank account. You can't find peace in your investment portfolio, and you'll never find your true purpose in your 401k plan. We are meant to stop listening to the media, aka Chicken Little, and have faith in something bigger than ourselves. Have faith in something bigger than ourselves. We are meant to realize that the power exists not in what seems big and strong and secure, but what is in silence and unseen. This is where our faith lives. So instead of starting your morning by turning on the news, consider taking a walk of prayer. Instead of looking down at the paper, look up to the heavens. And instead of listening to the fearmongers, walk outside. Close your eyes. Smell the fresh autumn air. Take a few deep breaths and discover the real peace that you seek. Every day, stay positive. Do your best to succeed and have faith in a brighter and a better future. I believe this is the antidote to fear, and it is the true kind of trust that you, me, and the economy need right now. So I hope to have this available for those who might want it, not today, but if you want it. But it helped me so much, and I thought, how